Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am over here again with you with the third chapter, Try Again. In this chapter we will learn so many things. It is in the form of a poem and here is a very deep message in this poem. But before analyzing the poem and having a lesson from the poem, I am going to deal with all the grammatical contents and objectives which are compulsory from this unit. You can see all these grammatical objectives over here on the board and we will discuss them one by one in detail so that you can clear out all these objectives and we can pick out all these objectives from the unit also. The first objective which we will learn from this unit is personal pronouns. The second thing which we learn from this unit is the degree and order of adjectives. We will learn about the adjective phrases and we will learn about the use of future indefinite tense, and the most important thing while we are going to read a poem is the use of some type of figure of speeches, and here we will learn about two figure of speech, simile and alliteration. Before going to explain all these objectives in front of you, I am going to tell you one very important thing. This important thing is that you have to concentrate upon all the grammatical techniques which are coming during analyzing your chapter. Any unit which you are going to read, you have to grasp out all the grammatical contents because the grammar is very compulsory while you are going to handle your paper, and we are preparing you for your paper. Now on the screen you can see the first objective is personal pronoun, and I am going to explain this personal pronoun in front of you. What is pronoun? The first question is that what is pronoun? First I am going to define pronoun in front of you. Pronoun is a word which is used at the place of noun, and as you know, noun is the name of anything, place or person. These are very trivial things and usually we consider that we can do that, but sometimes these trivial things are so much important and we consider them so uncommon that we are not concentrated on these things. We are not able to understand the grade or activity if it will come in the paper. So we should have to concentrate on the minor concepts also. Here on the board you can see that I have write down personal pronouns. These pronouns related to a particular person. These are not limited to persons but also refer to animal and objects. Yes, you can deal with animal and objects. If you are talking about any type of animal, you have to use some pronoun, and this pronoun will come in the category of personal pronoun. Here are some pronouns and I have divided these pronouns in two categories, subject pronouns and object pronouns. These pronouns have been used for the subjects, that is for a person. I, we, he, she, it and they. These are the subject pronouns. And when we are going to talk about any object, then we will use me, you, us, him, her, its and their. These are the object pronouns. So this will surely help you to understand the first concept, personal pronouns. Now I am coming towards the second objective, that is you should have to learn about the degree and the order of adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word which explains a noun. It explains a noun whether it is good or bad. I have given you a complete detailed lecture about the adjectives in the 9th class chapter. So you can take help from that lecture to understand the adjectives if you have no any idea about them. But now I am going to tell you about the degrees of adjectives with the order of adjective, that when you have to explain a thing with a lot of adjectives, then what is the order of placing out these adjectives in a sentence? Which adjective you have to place out first, which you have to place out at the second place, and which you have to put out in the third place or the fourth, fifth, sixth or seventh. I will tell you the order of the adjectives, that how you have to use a lot of adjectives in a single sentence. Now I am coming towards the degree of adjectives. Degree of adjective are over here on the board in front of you. The first degree of adjective is positive degree, then comparative degree and then superlative degree. The positive degree is over here big, comparative degree is bigger and superlative degree is biggest. Now what is the rule to use these degrees? If you are going to give any positive opinion about a thing, then you will use the positive degree. For example, it is a big animal. This is a very simple and positive opinion. If you are going to compare two things in between, then you will use the comparative degree. For example, you can say that elephant is bigger than that of lion. So then we are coming towards the superlative degree. This is the degree which is used when you have to give an opinion that this is the best of all. There is nothing in comparison with it. Then you will use the superlative degree. The Asia is the biggest continent of the world. This type of sentences we will use, in these type of sentences we will use superlative degree. Now I am coming towards the order of adjectives. I will give you the order of adjectives, and I have given you a numbering over here with the order of adjectives. You have to follow out this numbering, because this numbering is the most helpful thing for you to understand the order of adjectives while you are using adjectives in a sentence. You can see over here that the first order of adjective, when you have to give an opinion, you will use the opinion first. In the second, you will use the size. You will use the adjective related to the size, which are going to explain the size of the thing at the second place. Then you will use the adjectives related to the shape of that thing at the third place. Then you will have to mention the condition of that thing at the fourth place. Then you will have to tell the age of that thing at the fifth place. Then you will give the color of that thing. Then you will explain the pattern of that thing at seventh place. And the origin will come at 8th number, and material of that thing will be explained out at number 9. And the purpose of explaining that thing will come at the 10th number. So this is the way when you have to arrange the adjectives in a sentence, in a paragraph, or in a creative writing. Then you will have to use and you will have to follow out this pattern. This pattern is over here in front of you. I am going to give you an example. Here are 3 adjectives in front of you: old, flowery and ugly. First I will identify which adjective will come in which category. Old is the age. The word old is depicting the age. This number is 5. So we will put this 5 number over here. Flowery. Flowery is the pattern. Yes, this is the design. So pattern or design comes in the 7th place. So I have put out the number 7 over here. Ugly. Ugly is the opinion. Yes, these words show us the opinion about that thing. So here ugly is the opinion, so I have put out number 1 over here. Now you have to arrange these adjectives in a sentence. Now I am going to arrange these adjectives according to their order of numbering in the sentence. Grandma finally get rid of her. Ugly will come at the first. Old will come at the second because it's number 5. After 1 will come the number 5. And flowery will come at the 7th place. So this will come at the last, flowery sofa. So here this example is will surely help you to understand the order of adjectives when you have to use a lot of adjectives in a single sentence, paragraph or in a creative writing. Okay students, now I am coming towards the adjective phrase. Here on the screen you can see I have given you a slide, the adjective phrase. First I am going to define the adjective phrase in front of you. An adjective phrase tells what kind or which one, or an adjective phrase almost always follows the word it modifies. The example will surely help you to understand the adjective phrase. Example is over here in front of you. One of my friends. Here the word one is depicting an adjective, and my friends, one of my friends, then it is an adjective phrase, showed me a book about a shark attack. Here about a shark attack is an adjective phrase which is used to explain the book, and my friends is used to explain the number 1. Here on the screen you can see of my friends modifies the pronoun one, telling which one, and about a shark attack modifies the noun book, telling what kind. So these sentences will surely help you to understand how you have to identify the adjective phrases from a sentence. Here on the screen you can see that I have given you out some adjectives and adjective phrases also. Adjective is a blue dress and its adjective phrase is a dress of blue color. A wealthy man, its adjective phrase is a man of great wealth. Biblical quotations, its adjective is quotations from the Bible. A cowardly act, an act of cowardice. A friendless man, a man without a friend. A sensible man, a man of a sense. A hopeful citizen, a citizen full of hope. Okay students, so all these examples will surely help you to understand the concept of adjective phrase, inshallah ta'ala. Now I am coming towards the next thing. The next grammatical objective is to understand the future indefinite tense. As I have given you the complete description of present indefinite tense and past indefinite tense in my previous lectures related to the chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. You can go behind at the grammatical lectures of chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. It will surely help you to understand past indefinite and present indefinite tense. Now in this lecture I am going to explain future indefinite tense. While you are going to translate an Urdu sentence into an English sentence, first you have to identify that sentence. Yes, this sentence is belonging to which type of sentence, comes in the category of which sentence. Yes, this is the first step you have to take. When we are going to translate this sentence from Urdu to English, then what technique or what formula we will follow to translate it. First we will use the subject, then we will put the helping verb will or shall, and then we will put the first form of verb. He will go, she will go. This will be the pattern of the translation, and this is the way in which we translate present indefinite tense. While we are going to make the negative of future indefinite tense, then we will use the word not after the helping verb. He will not go, she will not go. Now I am coming towards the interrogative sentences. We will put the helping verb at the start of the sentence. Will he go? Will she go? This is the pattern in which we will make the interrogative sentences. Now one thing is very important. Where will come and where shall will become. Yes. With I and we use shall, and with all other pronouns we will use will to explain and to translate the sentences belonging to future indefinite tense. So this is a precise and an explanatory detail of future indefinite tense while you are going to translate the sentences belonging to this tense. Now I am coming towards two main important figure of speeches, simile and alliteration. Okay, student, here on the board you can see that I have write down the simile. What is a simile? This is a comparison in which we use the words like or as it is used in the example. Smooth as silk, quick like the wind. So the word like and as are used as a simile over here. No, there are the words smooth silk, smooth as silk. So this is a simile, use of a simile. This one is the complete use of the simile. Alliteration. Now I am coming towards alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the words starting with the same sound in a sentence. Here is an example. Caravan carefully caught Carol. Here you can see that all the words are starting with the sound k. So now over here I have given you an explanatory note about simile and alliteration. So students, this is my comprehensive lecture related to all the grammatical objectives which are compulsory from this unit. Try again. In the next lecture, I will discuss in front of you the complete description and detail of all the stanzas present in this poem, and I will give you the theme and the lesson of the poem also. Till then, you have to wait for me. I will be with you as soon as possible. Inshallah ta'ala. Allah Hafiz.